Rob Black here. We're live. Turn this down. How's everybody doing tonight? Is everybody doing good? Is everybody doing bad? It is March 31st, the final day. Fuck. Oh, man. It's the final day of March. It's the final day of March. Tomorrow's April 1st, April Fools, and we are going full steam into the night. We are into the night. Oh, man. It's been one of them fucking days. You know what it is? It's one of those days with dealing with utter stupidity and fucking ignorance. And both of them are incredibly different. Ignorance is somebody who's uneducated and stupid. And stupidity, let me reframe that. Ignorance is somebody who's uneducated, and no matter what they do and no matter what they try to do, they will always be lacking intelligence because they were born without that chromosome that makes them smart. Stupidity is just something that could happen because you got too much fucking methamphetamine in you, you got too much marijuana in you, or you got too much fucking moonshine. It's a plethora of things. And what I got to deal with on a regular basis, I literally, you want to hear what I wrote on my book forward for the adult business? And this is how I legitimately feel. And this is what I wrote. Let me read it to you. So my book forward says, that's exactly what it says. My life spent in the adult industry has been a very, very interesting one, to say the least. I have encountered my fair share of characters, some good, but mostly bad. This is a collection of stories of all the people put together in one handy place. It's up to you to determine who is the villain and who is the hero. Sometimes it all feels like a gangster movie. And to quote a famous line from the movie Godfather 3, just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. I don't think I'm ever getting out of this place. Fuck me. Rob Zicari / Rob Black. That is the foreword to the newest book that is entitled Race to the Bottom. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how it is all summed up in one foul swoop about this industry. And what I mean by this industry, people like Mike South, people that support Mike South, which is like 3, and they go on his message board and they spout whatever the fuck they can that somehow, I don't know, it makes them feel good, makes Mike South feel good. It's just this giant incestuous ball of ignorant, stupid people that hide behind fake names, and they say stuff that is so outlandish And then what's better than that, they completely talk in circles and they don't talk about the issues and why all of this has come out. And it's just amazing at what we have to deal with on a regular basis from somebody that is so incredibly ignorant. And it's just, God. God. It's just, I don't know. It's hard. It really is. It's so hard. And first, let me first start by saying that those of you who missed the Monica Foster Alexander show today, it was highly entertaining. And when I mean highly entertaining, it was highly entertaining. If you missed it, you missed out on some great shit. And I have to tell Monica, which I forgot to, or maybe she did it. Hopefully she clicked on the DVR button and recorded her show, and I could get her to send that to me because I would love to put it up for those of you who missed it, and I would love to put that up like I put up the Rob Black show. So what I would say to Alexandra Monica is to take her feed and encode it, which I know she knows how, put it up on her YouTube page, so that way I can put the file on adultfyi.com, and that way you guys can always watch it like we do with the Rob Black show. It was highly, highly entertaining, and it actually got a couple of our listeners who listen to us to comment. And our resident contributor Patrick sent me a long email, and he said, Rob, I really loved Monica's show. She was really interesting, and for the first show she did an amazing job. I think you have a winner with her. I like that it's a detail-driven show. Great job, Monica. But it made me think. What's funny as hell is with anyone into religion, it totally cracks me up hearing really anyone into that bullshit. By any chance, Rob, and then he goes, did you and Katie get a chance to watch the last Netflix documentary I suggested called The God Who Wasn't There? Rob, watch it soon. You will like it. This really doesn't have to do with Monica. It just cracks me up when you hear Bronze Age fairy tale bullshit laced in the middle of someone clearly smart. So, in general, black or white, really anyone into the Bible, Jesus clearly has a blind spot where they have emotional and they have emotional damage, and they need to believe in the fairy tale from the Bronze Age. You know, the era where these people didn't know where the sun went at night, spit on a rag to heal sickness, and thought the earth was flat. Why don't they live their whole lives with the Bible's Bronze Age teaching a lifestyle? So I could keep going on, but that's Patrick. So he loves Monica's show, but he still can't comprehend that someone as intelligent as Monica believes in the fairy tales. And Patrick, that documentary, we seen that one for the guy that wasn't there. Me and Katie watched that one, and you, I don't think were listening. Well, I don't think you were an avid listener when we talked about that. or you just don't remember because you get a little crazy inside. But that's the documentary that I talked about watching, where they explain the Jesus character and the fact that the story of Jesus, it can be traced throughout history, and it goes back to Horus, and it goes back to sun gods, and it goes back to the concept that they, I guess, couldn't really get the proper story right that people would really get into until they finally had a winner with this character called Jesus. So I've seen that documentary. Me and Katie Summers seen this documentary, and it's really good. So it's really, really good. So anyways, I don't know. That's it. Anyways, if you guys missed the Monica Foster broadcast today, you missed a great broadcast. It was incredibly entertaining. She even played some of the old cartoons that she made months and months and months ago that were fucking awesome. And she played those because she's got a whole little setup where she can beam live feeds in and tape feeds. It was a great, I'm telling you guys, it was a great job. And very proud that that Monica Foster, aka Alexandra, did such a good job on the Rob Black Network, and we look forward to a long and prosperous, like Spock, endeavor with Monica. At one point, Tom Byron commented she started getting so upset at Mike South because he referenced her website on his blog today, and it incensed her so much she started screaming in the camera and shit. Tom Byron said it was kind of like a woman Rob Black, and I thought the same thing. I said the only thing now is she needs to be blown off the most heinous, smelliest farts known to man, and or sticking her ass out the window so it doesn't stink up her entire room. That would have been great. It would have been classic. Anyways, check it out tomorrow. Monica Alexander's on at 3:30. 3:30 is the time. And we're also going to be debuting Cripple Dan this week at some point. We just haven't figured out when, but he'll be debuting the Cripple Dan movie review. And he has a review of Riley Steele's Riley Goes Gonzo he did. We have it in our possession, but what we're going to do is post it along with his official review. And we're going to see him sitting in his own piss and shit in his wheelchair while he talks about Riley Goes Gonzo. And that will be coming up this week. We've got a lot of big things coming up this week, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of big things on the program. And, of course, tomorrow morning at the noon show, my production end will be working. That will be much like Monica's. That shows feeds where I can show video clips. We were going to do it tonight, but I didn't get a chance to thoroughly work with what I wanted to work with in order to not have anything fuck up, and I didn't want to risk that and just fucking lose my mind during the show and have a complete fucking breakdown. So I didn't want to do that. So that is what we will be doing tomorrow. And that way, when we're doing news items, and Katie Summers is referencing different articles, we'll be able to talk about them and actually show them in the video monitor. And I'll be able to go back and forth, and it'll look cool and stylish and awesome and it'll make your fucking pee-pees hard. And if you have breasts, you'll make your nipples hard. So it'll basically make men's pee-pees hard, women's nipples hard, and their vaginas slippery and wet. All right, there's the plugs for everybody, and they did a great job. And I might have to stick my ass out the window. And Monica just told me that she's processing her show right now, and she recorded it, she uploaded it. Hey, Alexandra, I'm gonna have Patrick. What you gotta do, Alexandra, and Patrick's listening. One day you should have Patrick. One day you should call Alexandra up on her Skype during her show, and you guys could have like a debate about religion. Seriously, it'd be fucking classic. It'd be classic radio / TV. I think that's what you guys should do, and it would be it'd be classic. Because right now, Patrick and Monica, Alexandra's telling me, I'll tell you this, if God is a fairy tale, which it's not, then I suppose Patrick had better familiarize himself pretty quick with the Anunnaki and Nephilim. I don't even know what the fuck those are. I can't even fucking pronounce it right, okay? And then Monica says that's the only other explanation. So, again, that's shit that it would be great to see Patrick and Monica have this religious debate. It'd be great. It's a great shit. This is great. This is the Rob Black Show. This is Rob Black Network. And I think it would be funny. A lot funnier than me sticking my ass out the window blowing off farts because I just got done eating broccoli and rice and chicken, and all boiled. And I literally, everything that's coming out me stinks so bad that I can't even fucking keep talking in this fucking room. It's that bad. And now Crippled Dan is hitting me saying he's going over one more. All right. Crippled Dan had a big shout out. He said Monica's show was funny. And Crippled Dan has just reviewed another high-quality movie, One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest. And he has a great screenshot of somebody with a enormous wart. Seriously, you guys. Crippled Dan said in the review and in the movie for One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest, one of the performers has a huge genital wart that he screenshotted, and he's going to be sending that picture over along with the review so we could post it. And he said it is huge. This is exactly what he said. Girlfriend came into town this morning. I know, he says he's got a girlfriend. I've seen her, and she likes cripples. Go figure. He's got an appointment tomorrow, probably some crippled shit, and he said he ripped the DVD in an uncompressed ISO so I could convert it into a high-quality AVI last night. I'm going to be sending you a ton of screenshots of it, and I'll pick the best one. It is highly visible in different angles. It is fucking huge. You should have them on. You should have them tomorrow. I'll start writing the review tomorrow too. Monica's show was funny. So there we go, guys. Another good review about Monica Alexandra's show, saying that it was good. And Crippled Dan will be sending us screenshots of what he described to me the other day in a different email as one of the, if not biggest, dick warts in the history of dick wart action. He said it is shockingly huge. So I'm kind of excited for him to send us that. And I think I think it will be enormously awesome. So, looking forward to seeing the pictures of the wart. And we're excited about the wart. I'm excited about the wart. I think it's going to be awesome. Anyways, okay. Patrick just sent me. Mike, listen to me. He wants me to read this for you. Okay.
What's going on?
He wants me to read this for you. Okay. He goes. He says, read the rest of my email. God damn it.
One of my favorite movies of all time, man.
Oh my God. All right. So let me read he sent me a video called Black Christmas equals Uncle Tom's. so I gotta fucking go to that. Hold on, let me get to that right now. It's classic, funny shit. Hold on, let me get to it. You guys are classic. Man. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to the Patrick email. All right, so listen to me. It says, okay, here it is. Why don't they live their whole lives with the Bible's Bronze Age teaching and lifestyle? They hate or ignore scientists until they need to use science advancements as the technology. Why is any Bible believer creationist even using a computer, owning a cell phone, using a damn light bulb? Worst of all, taking advantage of advancements in doctors and health. They all discredit scientists until they need a vaccine or some sort of life-saving surgery. So quickly they're ready to use science then. Why not drag your cancer-riddled body to a church, spit on a rag, and have everyone mumble their thoughts without moving your lips over your body? Let's see which one will get more people healthy. Modern science / doctors versus Bronze Age fairy tales. These same people think the Earth was 6,000 years old, even though we just found a skull of a man that is 1.8 million years old. Creationists, checkmate, or did the devil put that there to test your faith? Laugh out loud. What's really sad is when it comes to black Christians, they were beat into believing that bullshit book, the Bible. Very disgusting. Here's a great video in which you can play on your new video broadcaster. Black Christians equals Uncle Tom's. And so Patrick sent me this video, and let's play this for like a second. Hold on, let's listen.
Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained. Samuel L. Jackson plays one of the greatest characters in movie history. He plays an Uncle Tom house Negro. And Uncle Tom house Negroes were incredibly hated among the other slaves because basically they stood up their own race for the white man. Well, I got news for you, black Christians. Basically, every one of you are Uncle Tom house Negroes. It's true. I'm sorry. You may not like it, but the truth is the truth. And I'm going to tell you a story, a true story. A little over 400 years ago, the first slave ship came to America with African slaves on it. And it was called the Good Ship Jesus. Go look it up. It's true. This is history, man. The Good Ship Jesus was the first to bring African slaves over here, but it was not the last. And many, many, many other ships followed. And those of your ancestors who were lucky enough to actually make it over here, well, they were tortured and raped and murdered. Some of them tortured and murdered in front of the others just to make an example about what happens to you if you fight back. Their families were torn apart, never to see each other again, and then they were put to some of the most back-breaking labor day after day the mind could possibly imagine their bodies gave out. And believe it or not, there were actually a few people back then that said, hey, This is a bad idea. We should not enslave our fellow human beings. But the slave masters said we have a right to do this. We have a religious right because the Bible tells us it's okay. And then they opened this book of ancient fairy tales and they read from it, proof that their religion gave them every right to hold slaves. Leviticus 25:44-46. However, you may purchase male and female slaves from among the foreigners who live among you. You may also purchase the children of such resident foreigners, including those who have been born in your land. You may treat them as your property, pass them on to your children as a permanent inheritance. You may treat your slaves like this, but the people of Israel, your relatives, you must never treat this way. But how about what it says about your daughters? If a man sells his daughters as slaves, she will not be free at the end of 6 years as the men are. If she does not please the man who bought her, he may allow her to be bought back again. That's Exodus 21:7-11. Go look it up, people. The Bible is very clear. Slavery is fine. And before you guys even start telling me that that was the Old Testament and it no longer counts because the New Testament changed everything, how about the New Testament for you? Slaves, obey your earthly masters with deep respect and fear. Serve them as sincerely as you would serve Christ. Ephesians 6:5. And how about 1 Timothy 6:1-2? Christians who are slaves should give their masters full respect so that the name of God and his teachings will not be shamed. Go look it up. Even the New Testament is very clear. Not a single place in this Bible anywhere does it condemn slavery. In fact, it condones it over and over and over again. Not even Jesus himself ever said a single bad word about slavery. In fact, this is what he said. The servant will be severely punished, for though he knew his duty, he refused to do it. But people who are not aware that they're doing wrong will only be punished lightly. So even according to Jesus, even if you didn't know you were doing wrong, if you're a servant or a slave, you can still be punished. That's the words of Jesus himself. Not a single word from Jesus ever denounces slavery, even in the slightest. And this is exactly the excuse that the slave traders and the slave masters used for the brutality of their slaves. They used the Bible as a shield to block them from any criticism for the horrors they were conducting. And then black American Christians, they came to your ancestors with this bullshit. And they beat them, and they tortured this into their brain. They gave them no choice to believe it. And you can imagine, at first, they must have thought it was total bullshit. The African slaves must have been like, so you're telling me a snake talked, and then God impregnated a virgin with himself so he could sacrifice himself to forgive us of the shit that he condemned us to begin with? And the slave masters were like, whoosh, whoosh. They're like, all right, whatever, dude. Talking snakes, virgin births, whatever, dude. Just fucking calm down with the whip a little bit, dude. It's all good, boss. And you can imagine, it was beating their head, generation after generation after generation. They were tortured, terrorized, lived in fear constantly, until eventually they had no choice but to believe it. And then once they believed it, they started spreading it to their children, generation after generation after generation, until becoming you, modern-day black American Christians. And you're still teaching this shit to your other black fellow human beings. And I'm sorry that I want to tell you this, but that makes you an Uncle Tom house Negro. How could it not? You're spreading the exact filth that was used to keep your people enslaved to begin with. The excuse that was used to enslave you. And it's still used to enslave you to this very day. But if you really believe this, let's be honest here for a second, black American Christians. Let's real talk here. If you honestly believe the Bible is true and that non-Christians have a chance of being burned in a hellfire for eternity, then obviously that means the slave traders and the slave masters did both you and your ancestors a huge favor. Because had they not gone over there and kidnapped them and brought them over here and terrorized them and tortured this book into their mind, there's a very good chance that you right now would not be a Christian. That you right now might be burned forever, tortured for eternity in hellfire, the most horrible suffering the mind can possibly imagine. And if you really believe that, don't your people owe my people some reparations? Seriously, black people, pay up. Logic.
Wow, that was some heavy shit. What do you say to that, Alexandra? I always knew that the Bible treats slavery, but I didn't realize all the different verses in the Bible where slavery was preached and where it was condoned. So There you go. All right, there it is, slavery, and why why black people still are part of the church, and why they are supportive of the church when the church states that you can why they why they still practice the Bible. Well, I've often wondered that myself. Oh shit, Monica's hit me in. Be careful in regards to slavery and race. Farrakhan's theory is that blacks, the pure strain from Africa, were the sons of God, and that whites came from Africans. A black person could give birth to a Caucasian. If you were to ever see many of my cousins, you'd never think that they even had a drop of black in them. I'm the last one in my particular family who actually looks black. Monica, Alexander, you know how I would know if the black person if they were really black? Because they'd be drinking a fucking 40 ounce or smoking Newport cigarettes. That's why. That's fucking how I know, motherfucker. All right? That's how I know. But besides that, you do know, Monica, Alexander, that the Bible does preach slavery's okay. That's all. That you know is true. You know that's true. You know that's true. You know that is true. God damn it. You know that's true. It preaches slavery. Yeah, so, God. Well, there you go, guys. And truthfully, all seriousness, I never understood why black people actually did enjoy religion so much when the Bible itself really does practice and preach slavery. And throughout the years of the slave trade and back on the plantation, most of those people in the South, namely from Georgia and parts in between, were 100% using the Bible as something to hide behind when they preached slavery and when they preached their hate. Most of the people from the South use the Bible to preach their hate. Rather it's condemning gays, slavery on blacks, and women also. I mean, the Bible's been used to enslave women. And the Bible's also been used for incest. I mean, the Bible is used for many evil things. And it's always amazed me that so many people can follow the teachings of the Bible and pick and choose what they believe in and what they don't want to believe in, and say, well, that's old practicing. It's kind of like the Pope now, and a lot of people have talked about how they like this new Pope, and it's always amazing to me when people talk about this new Pope and the fact that they go, well, he's caught up with the times, man, and he's preaching tolerance of gay people, and my theory is, how is it that the Bible is supposed to catch up with the times? The Bible is what it is. It's kind of like the Bible is a Christian's religious or its history book. When we look at our history books, and we're in high school and college, and we go through history books, every couple of years we don't rewrite the history books and revisit things that happened in the past and kind of change them to fit how our society is reflective of today. But for some reason, when it comes to the Bible, that, I guess, is all right. Now, I was always under the impression that the Bible is a historical doctrine of Jesus Christ and his teachings. Now, if we're going to say we like this new pope because he's putting the church and putting its teachings into the modern day thinking, it's kind of bizarre considering what you're saying is we like this pope because he's rewriting the Bible. And he's looking at the Bible going, hey, you know this part where it says God hates fags? Yeah, nah, he likes fags. So we're just going to scratch that out. That's cool. Oh, cool. And see this where it's God, you know, the whole, you know, no, I don't know. Well, you know, women, the whole women thing. Yeah, they're cool. You can't have multiple wives. You can't stone them. You can't fucking sell them, trade. Can't do that. Oh, okay, cool. So we'll cross that out. Well, what about this this thing where I can't say my mom and dad's where I can't disrespect my parents? Well, no, you got to listen to them. Well, what about it where I can't say Jesus Christ? Like I can't. No, fuck, you can't say that. Okay. Okay. Well, what about this this thing here where I can't do shit on Sundays? I still can't do nothing. Yeah. Okay. I can't do nothing on Sundays. Okay. So I can't do nothing on Sundays, but I can be gay now. Yeah. Okay. Suck a dick, still can't work on Sundays. Well, how did we come up with this theory that working on Sundays is a no-no, but being gay is something that God is kind of like let slide now? I mean, seriously, like God's up in heaven, and it's like, you know, year 2014, he's got the calendar, and he's like, you know what, guys, I was just thinking, this whole homo thing, I'm totally cool with it now. I actually experimented a little. I seen this little angel, David, little fucking fruitcake over there. He came over, he said, let me kiss it a little. You know, we had some wine, we got a little crazy, I let him kiss it a little. Next thing you knew, he was sucking it. He had my balls in his mouth. He had his finger up my asshole. Kind of liked it. And at the end of the day, I came in his face. I did. And I tell you, it wasn't bad. So I'm down for lifting the whole gay thing. I don't hate gays. I love gays. I love them. I love fags. But still can't work on Sunday. No working on Sunday. Okay? Suck the dick, no working on Sunday. So let's put that down there. Yeah, God. What about the whole slave thing? Nah, we're cool with that. You slave? Nah, man. I did away with that a while ago. Okay. What about the whole eating of pig? No, you can't eat pig. We can't eat ham? I love ham. No, can't eat ham. Can't eat fucking ham. No fucking ham. But you can suck a dick. Come on, guys. All right? I'm working with y'all here. Thanks, God. Thanks. So, all right, God. Let me follow you. We can suck a dick now, but we still can't eat ham, and we still can't work on Sundays. Okay. Well, God, I got another question. God, yeah. What if sucking dick is not like part of our vocabulary? Like, can we get something else? I mean, since you're giving out these changes in the code, do we who don't really want to suck dick no, we can't. No, that's not real fair. Okay, God. All right, not much in heaven is fair. Kind of like life, God. Not much in life is fair. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, God. Thank you. I'm gonna go back over here with my friend Chris. He's just playing the fucking harp. He plays Maiden on the harp. Run to the hills. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Thanks, God. See you later, buddy. So is that how it is, guys? Is that how it changes? Is that how it all is? God damn it! Jesus Christ, guys, killing me. All right, Alexandra. Alexandra said, "Listen, if the slaves are all taken care." Well, I love Alexandra. I will take care of you. If you want, if you be my slave, me and Katie will take care of you. We'll we'll treat you good. All right, we'll be like you'll be Brad from Magnolia. We'll treat you good. Alexandra will hold you and will love you and we'll brush your little woolly hair. All right. Alexandra goes, if the slaves are all well taken care of, maybe it's okay. But that's not been the case in America. If you're going to be a slave master, you have to have the resources to take care of what you own. In regards to incest, I'll just say this. I'm a fan of Cleopatra. If the porn industry ever wanted to get me on board, that would need to be the role I play. Cleopatra wasn't down with the incest, which is what her hierarchy of her royal lineage was based upon. She gives me the Wikipedia page. The Bible works for me because Jesus Christ was essentially a guy who was a mean girl that people couldn't stop talking about. He said that at the Last Supper. You can't sit with us. I think that's what the Jews are so pissed about. Oh, it's classic. I love it. Me and Katie are going to take care of you, all right? We're going to take good care of you. We got the resources, and I want Alexandra to fucking be our slave. That's what I want. So, Alexandra, see if you can get down with that. We'll treat you good. We'll love you. And they'll just be simple tasks that we will set out for you to do. You'll have your own bedroom in the penthouse, and you will love it. And I'm going to work on this. I'm going to fucking put this together. When I go home tonight, I'm going to talk to Katie Summers about how we set up this whole slave trade thing. I love it. I'm totally down. I love it. Fuck yeah. I'm down, man. Jack Smack wants all the ham. All right, Jack, you got all the ham. God damn it. Patrick says, sorry I brought up, I hijacked this show. The only reason I brought up black Christians is because they were the only people beaten and believing into something. It's pretty sick and sad. Just think, back to the original people beat. They would agree with anything to stop the beatings. And now jump from generation to generation away from the beatings, and we are now at where we are today. Now we are seeing the Bible used as an excuse to bomb and kill abortion doctors, beat and kill, and not letting gay people be equal. Basically, you don't need a fairy tale to get your common sense or morals. Wow, and there's Patrick. I'm talking about trying to work Alexandra into being me and Katie's slave, and now Patrick's all coming down with some fucking now he's all like, oh, and here's some nice things. Pat, fuck you. Let's go back to the slave. I'm down for the slave. All right, I'm down. And again, listen to me, Alexandra. What I want you to do is go to a movie called Magnolia. And it's the end of Magnolia where William H. Macy is wanting to get braces. And he's the big build-up, and he's telling the guy, Brad, that he'll love him. and he'll take care of him, and he'll treat him good, okay? That is how me and Katie will do. We'll both fucking come at you and be like, Alexander, we'll treat you good. We'll love you, and we'll hold you, and we'll love you a long time. There's just simple tasks that need to be done. Laundry. I know you could drive, so you'll have simple tasks like driving. A lot of things, but I know we could work this slavery thing out. Actually, I haven't been excited about anything in a while, but I'm excited about today. Right now, I'm excited about the prospects of the whole slavery thing with Alexandra. I'm actually getting, I'm really getting excited right now. This is gonna be fucking exciting. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna make this fucking happen. You know how when you see a guy and he goes to all his friends, he's like, guys, and they're all sitting at the bar and his buddy comes in, he's like, guys, I gotta tell you some crazy shit that happened last night. And his buddies are like, what? What's up, dude? And he's like, okay, I was talking to my girlfriend, and I totally think she's down for a three-way. And it's like, no way! He's like, totally. I talked to her, and she was like, I'm open, this is good, and I totally think I got her for the three-way, guys, you know? And his friend's like, high five, bro, high five. This is totally a step further. It's like, all right, guys, here it is. I talked to my girlfriend last night, yeah? What did you got? I think my girlfriend is going to be totally down for this whole owning a slave. Really, bro? Yeah, I'm totally down. One of my friends, this black girl, said that she's cool with slavery as long as she's well taken care of. So I took that and I ran with it. No way! Yes, what does she want? Well, we haven't got to that, but I imagine there's going to be a lot of fried chicken and 40 ounces going. Right on, bro. Right on. So I went and I said, honey, we got to talk. And she was like, well, what? And I said, you know how we've entertained the idea of bringing another girl into a relationship? And she's like, yeah, but I'm not. Well, I'm not looking for just another girl in a relationship. I'm actually looking for a slave. And the girl goes, like a sex slave that comes over? No. What I'm talking about is a black woman that we use as our slave. And my girlfriend goes, what? Yes, a slave. And she was down for it, guys. Right on, bro! High five! Right on! How's that? Can you imagine just your friends are like, dude, I gotta tell you about our friend Doug. Well, what's Doug? Okay, he's got a whole awesome three-way thing going. Really? What's it like? He's got a slave. No, seriously, like a girl that comes over and she brings, no, like a slave. Like, what do you mean? Like Aunt Jemima type of slave. Fuck yeah. Fuck, man. This is gonna be, ooh. I'm pretty fucking excited about this right now. You gotta gift. Oh, I gotta get. Okay, alright. Alexander said I gotta find a boy slave too. Who I like. Alright. But hey, Alexander, he's gotta be non-threatening. I don't want no big buck. I don't want no Jimmy the Greek thing where he said the slave master would breed the biggest buck slave with the biggest black woman slave, and then they would make the biggest slave child, which is why blacks are great in athletics. I want the weakest, puniest slave boy. I want like Toby. I want Kunta Kinte from Roots, okay? I want the guy that was on fucking Sesame Street or fucking Electric Company, whatever that guy was. I want the guy that's very non-threatening. I want a very docile slave, okay, Alexandra? I don't need motherfucking big motherfucker, okay? I don't need nothing like that. I want like almost Emmanuel Lewis style slave, okay? I want a motherfucker like this. But I know you might not be into like a freaky dwarfy, so just somebody like Kunta Kinte. Nobody too frightening. Nobody that will get out of line or anything like that. I want a very docile boy slave. Okay, a very docile boy slave. Okay, I don't need him to lift things. I just need him to bring me my shoes in the morning. Bring me things like that. All right, that's what I want. Nothing too crazy. I don't want no, you know, fucking Ving Rhames type of slave. Okay, Jesus Christ. Anyways, I want docile. All right, yeah, but Patrick's white. Alexandra, Patrick said he'd be your slave. Okay, yeah, Alexandra, Patrick said he'll be your slave. And honestly, he said you need to get an email for the show because he'll email the show. And he said, Monica, you kicked ass today. So there it is, Alexandra. You got there's the slave. So he'll be the slave, and we're all set now, Alexandra. This could be a really good summer. This could be a summer like no other, man. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. All right, so Dan, Crippled Dan sent me the picture of the warts. Okay, so I have right here. I'm downloading the wart pictures, guys. So hold on. These are wart pictures that we might have to send out on the Instagram. So let's take a look at the wart pictures. All right, here we go. Oh, Jesus. Okay, wart number 1. Wow, wart number 2. Jesus, Pat, or fucking Jesus. Wart number 3. Who is that girl? Ay, ay, ay. Look at that fucking Jesus. It's a picture of her. What the fuck? Honey, get the fucking wart removed from your pussy, man. Jesus Christ. God damn, you gotta get that wart removed. It's right on her fucking pussy lips, man. Jesus Christ, that's hideous. Who is that girl? Ay, ay, ay. God damn. This fucking wart is just... And she's fucking Rico. She's fucking Rico Strong. Who is this girl? With just this wicked wart, man. Ugh. Jesus Christ, this is so fucking... It's just an atrocity, you guys. Ay, ay, ay. You guys, seriously. Ay. You guys gotta check this out. She's in One Flew Over the Cuckold's Nest. She's got a raging wart on her fucking cunt lips. And it's disgusting. And she don't even give a fuck. She's like, yeah, let's just be the most nastiest. Who is that? Brianna Brooks. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. Jesus Christ. That is just hellacious. I'm going to Instagram this out for you guys. So, hold on. Hold on, you guys. Jesus, this is horrible. All right, so here we go. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to download it to my phone. Man. Jesus. How the fuck do you, seriously, how do you perform in scenes with this thing? Like, seriously. Hold on. Warts. One flew over the cuckold. Like, seriously, you guys, who the fuck? It's just, and the fact that nobody says, hey, honey, you've got wicked warts on your pussy. Like, you've got enormous fucking warts. I don't get this. Okay, wart 1. It's just, Jesus. It's like right on the pussy lips. This is like straight up on the pussy lips. Guys, straight up on the fucking pussy lips. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. What the fuck? Alright, hold on. Oh my God. It's just so horrible. I like that. Alexander said, call American Idol, but call American modern day slavery. Open to ethnicity. I like cute guys. I'm not into anyone too intimidating, but they must be in shape and athletic. Let the games begin. Being a slave will be a vacation for me. I'm sick of telling people what to do. It's classic. Classic. All right, RZ Black at yahoo.com. Subject, warts. All right, you guys. Hold on. You guys got to see this. Okay, warts 1 and wart 2. All right. I want you guys to see this because I'm perplexed by this. How somebody could just roll with that and why they would not take care of it. Like what agent would just let somebody roll around with a big wart on their pussy lips? Seriously, who would do this? You gotta help me out. Please, you guys gotta help me out on this. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm downloading this. Man. Downloading wart number 1. Thank you. Save image. Thank you. And then wart number 2. It's just, that just shows you evolution, brand new. Okay, and wart number 2. God damn. Just this giant fucking wart. Okay, save image. There it is. And if nobody. All right, here we go, guys. Instagram. You guys gonna see this? You guys are gonna dig this wart. So here we go. There it is. Just a fucking. Alright, Twitter. Dream Zone. New movie. One flew. Alright, hold on, you guys. Man, like, really? This is just fucking brutal. Brutal. Fucking brutal. Alright, here it is. Let me get the, man, Jesus. One flew.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Remember, you can't put it on Instagram.
Why?
A pussy pic? They'll knock you out. You can send it to me and I'll tweet it.
It's not the fucking same, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just letting you know. They'll fucking.
Well, I'm sending it now, so go fucking put it up. Put it up Hey! Put it up exactly. Hold on. Ah, Rich, that's a good one. Rich Law sent me a picture of Mike South's fucking face, and he goes, "You want to see a wart?" That's good, Rich. All right, hold on. I'm sending this through. Forward to evolution. Okay, put it up. Hey, put it up and say evolution or Dream Zone's newest release. One flew over the cuckold's nest.
You got it.
With nice wart.
All right.
Evolution at evolutiontom at yahoo.com. Alright, you guys. Because I guess I can't put this shit up on my Instagram, because Instagram are a bunch of bitch-ass punks. So I have to fucking do it through my my Twitter. So in a minute, you guys are going to see just a hellacious wart picture and how anybody could possibly be cool with shooting with giant warts on their pussy lips. It's really I can't believe that. I mean, it's really that disturbing. It's really that disturbing. Okay, seriously, it's that disturbing. It's just that disturbing. Seriously. It's just disturbing. Okay? It's just disturbing. God, it's disturbing. Anyways. It's the Rob Black Show. It's 9/11. Man, I gotta take a piss. But we're not gonna pee-pee. Not gonna pee-pee yet. Because we got Katie Summers coming up very soon, and that we will be going over and so forth and so on. So, anyways, we started talking about Scumbag South and the fact that he is so completely full of shit, and I'm waiting for my fucking $200 that I have yet to receive or acknowledge that I'm going to be getting. I'm not real sure why that is, considering he's failed the fucking test. Now, let me repeat this, ladies and gentlemen. And again, we're going to talk more about this stuff tomorrow. It's 9:13 already. We're going to stop at 9:30 for the beautiful Katie Summers to come on and give us a nice strong of news. And then we're out of here. And, of course, we'll be back tomorrow, fucking riding Mike South again because he's a lying scumbag. So let's give a little right now. So this afternoon, scumbag Mike South, who's completely, again, out of the loop, and the 3 people that post on his site are completely out of the fucking loop. And they will not acknowledge anything whatsoever. So, Mike South did a post today, and by now you've all seen the post, and he completely tries to dance around what he did wrong. And the 3 people that post on his site, 1 being him himself, 2 being the girl Lacey Blake, which we all know is a fucking moron, and we know exactly who she is, and 3 being Jilted, the Angel of Death, who's basically a ticking time bomb waiting to happen as he goes and posts things on Mike South's site about blowing up the industry, blood will be spilled, really weird, creepy abortion, let's kill doctors type of thing. Literally. And the guy is so completely retarded. And it's amazing that he's not under medical supervision, because you can tell he's like a John Hinckley type. He really is. He's dangerous. So Mike South basically goes and posts on his website a whole bunch of stupid shit that has nothing to do with what any of us are talking about on Mike South. And the fact that Mike South has been the one who has ran around and condemned everybody in the business for all sorts of things. He's condemned people like Scott Sparks. He's condemned people like T-Real. He's condemned fucking every person from Axel Braun on down. And then Mike South goes and to deflect the fact that he was caught, he was fucking caught being a scumbag, and his little bitch boy Tim Tritch, the fucking mental fucking angel of death. And we're not done with him. We're not done with my theory that he is the one that infected a whole bunch of people back in the 04-05 era of AIM. Let's face it, remember, you have Darren James that came back from Brazil and supposedly tested positive. And then, of course, all these other girls tested positive. But who is the person at the helm? Tim Tritch. Who is the person running the show? Tim Tritch. Who is the person that he claims got fingernails dug into his skin to where he has scars on his arms? Tim Tritch. All these things that Tim Tritch has said leads me to believe that this trail of death has followed Tim Tritch everywhere. And, of course, he reads an article, and just if you listen to his responses, it doesn't sound like a very professional man. I mean, he even says in questions, oh, you know who I am? Gee, I posted on your butt buddy Gene Ross's site when your show just your butt. I mean, this is a guy who is supposed to be worth all this money, and who's laid out all this money, and he will claim that that to get copies of medical records, they cost 15 cents. And he says, oh, but you wouldn't be able to do that because you can't afford that. Once again, a guy who really sounds like a little queen, somebody that is HIV positive, somebody that has purposely infected people and has a big chip on his shoulder and is now sounding like a jilted, just like his name states, jilted lover. Really, I mean, if you listen to him talking about meeting with my lawyers, what lawyers? Robert Starr? And UAWA, Tim Trich. How many times do we have to go on record to tell you, and we've done it in ad nauseum here, that everything we did in the beginning was a work. It was a scam. It was all to create fire and brimstone. Does everything we do really seem like we had any intention of giving a fuck and trying? It was all part of this master plan, from books that were been run. I mean, everything. I mean, this whole theory, Tim Trich, that you're coming late to the party is pretty amusing. Because you're addressing things in an article except for the fact that you've purposely poisoned people in the adult industry. You don't want to talk about that, but you want to talk about stuff that, again, we've talked about until ad nauseum. Literally, ad nauseum. We've commented on all this stuff. So it literally is a joke. But we'll continue, okay? Okay? We'll continue, okay? And let me explain something to you there, Trich. Okay? You, my friend, are literally, fuck. Patrick's emailing me. About my Instagram and my pictures that are on my Instagram, which he finds a pretty pretty funny. It's so funny. Anyways, let me continue. Jesus, Patrick. And then you have Mike South talking about people that are not in the past system, and people that obviously, I mean, it's just weird. It literally is weird because he's trying to turn his message board into a subterfuge with this post away from him. And it's never been about people that are not part of the past testing system. It's always been about Mike South proclaiming he's holier than thou, and all of these things that he accuses everybody else of doing, and how they're fucking scumbags, they're little pieces of shit, and all this stuff. He's doing exactly what he's yelling at people about. And that's what it's always been about. To the point where Mike South talks about having OSHA inspectors on his set. And he doesn't answer this claim except with one of my crew members really does work for OSHA and has all the certifications. Again, he challenged me on my Twitter and said I didn't have the money to meet this challenge. But yet, here I am on Twitter, and I literally said, okay, loser, here's the $200, and now let's bet. Here you go, fuck stick. Let's fucking go, bitch boy. Georgia OSHA inspector's name, badge number, official reports of all your inspected sets. And he doesn't answer that except with this statement. One of my crew members really does work for OSHA and has all the certificates. End of quote. How does that answer my question? My question, and what he said I didn't have the money to back up, is, once again, the Georgia OSHA inspector's name, badge number, official reports of all your inspected sets. And his response, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to beat this horse until it dies, one of my crew members really does work for OSHA and has all the certifications. He didn't answer the fucking question. He's not answering any of the questions that he volunteered. Do you guys understand this? So when you sit there on his message board, which is moderated, once again, what we posted in the motherfucking article today, and which was backed up by Brooke Tyler, is Brooke Tyler was a contributing author. Her name was where Lindsay Lovehand's name was. When Brooke Tyler challenged Mike South basically put her on moderation, so any post she does now is moderated, and pulled her name off the site. Again, you can't challenge Mike South, so nobody will shoot out to Mike South once again, because everybody is a bitch. And the only 3 people that are on his site are his little dick-sucking faggots that love to eat his fucking churned up fucking hillbilly cum. So once again, and after we get done with the show, I will pose the question on Twitter and on Instagram, and I will once again lay out maybe $300. Maybe that will work for Mike South. And that will be, and I repeat, are you ready? The Georgia OSHA inspector's name, badge number, and official reports of all your inspected sets. Because the quote that Mike South said was that he has an OSHA inspector on every single one of his sets. Now, what that means to anybody that's listening is that he has somebody signing off on every single one of his productions. Now, are we going back to what I said Friday, which is, so if you have a friend who works for the LAPD, and in his off time, he works your fucking weekend house parties, does that mean you can tell everybody that your house party is protected by the Los Angeles Police Department? Because I guess according to Mike South, that's what it means. Because with his statement, one of my crew members really does work for OSHA and has all the certifications. That is a real far cry away from Mike South making references that he has an OSHA inspector on every single one of his sets, signing off and saying that his sets are legal. Did anybody not pick that up? Did ABN not pick that up? Did Mark Kearns not pick that up? Does anybody not pick that up? The 2 or 3 assholes that post on his fucking loser website, did you guys not pick that up? Or does he not or does he not put your post up? Of course he doesn't. He moderates everything. Nobody is going to put a post up there that Mike South doesn't want up there. Mike South doesn't have the balls. Mike, if you want, why don't you call into my show tomorrow? Why don't you talk with me and clarify to everybody? Huh? And if one of you morons can get me Hillbilly Boy's number, we'll call him up. Mike, why don't you come on the show tomorrow and explain to everybody what you mean with your OSHA inspector on every one of your sets? Again, we're all going to wait for you, okay, to explain to us, because I don't see a OSHA inspector's name, badge number, and official reports of all your inspected sets. Now, Mike South, if you're not going to give us the OSHA inspector's name, who's on all of your sets, who's a crew member, what does that tell everybody? That tells everybody that this person would get in trouble for being on a porn set. So then I would imagine that it's not sanctioned for this OSHA inspector to be fucking around on bukakis, right? Or am I just being a dummy and I'm talking stupid? It's real simple. If Mike South isn't going to provide all of this information, that means the guy doesn't have the permission or the sanctioning of Georgia OSHA to be on a porn set. Very simple. And then, of course, Mike South puts this in here. Shooting porn in Georgia is not illegal. And what I love about this is you actually then get one of his retard posters, Lacey Blake. We all know who you are, Lacey, you fucking moron. And their mantra is, well, if it doesn't say it's legal or illegal, then there's really no law on it. And the law is then only enforced or challenged if somebody is arrested. That's their fucking logic. Seriously, that's their logic. So Mike South's logic is shooting porn in Georgia is not illegal because there's no statute on the books anywhere that states shooting porn is illegal. Again, this is just some asshole hillbilly who's bamboozled everybody for so many years into fucking believing that he knows something. And he doesn't. He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking moron. So basically, it's just amazing. So basically, you can shoot porn in Georgia because there's no fucking written law that says you can't shoot porn here. Well, I got to imagine there's written laws that say prostitution is illegal in Georgia, right? Okay. Do you people really think that you can go and pick up girls off the street and say, hey, how you doing, honey? How much for a blowjob? Oh, wait a minute. I'm not doing prostitution because I have my camera here. So we're going to make a movie. So again, do any of you really want to challenge that if the Georgia Vice in a certain area are doing stings on people picking up prostitutes, that the loophole is as long as you roll around with a fucking camera, as long as you roll around with your fucking cell phone, and you go up to each hooker and go, hey, honey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm looking to shoot a pornographic film, so how much for you to suck my cock? I'm shooting this right now. How much? It's not prostitution, because we're going to make a movie. Who the fuck wants to bet your ass is going to fucking jail for solicitation? Who wants to bet that? But because there's not a written law that states shooting fuck movies is illegal, Mike South is now going to claim that it's not illegal to shoot porn in Georgia? Come on, guys. Why the fuck are we dealing with this nonsense? Huh? Why? Why are we dealing with this nonsense? Why? Why? Why are we dealing with this nonsense? It's just embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. It really is downright embarrassing. Okay? I got some addresses and numbers on Mike South. We're going to have to play with these. This is just downright embarrassing, you guys. Seriously. So that's the concept. The concept is, and help me out here, Lacey Blake, because I know you're listening to me, you fuckstick. So you're actually going to defend and play games and talk about how Mike is this awesome dude, and he's just a really hip guy, and because in Georgia there's no law that is specifically written governing fuck movies. So in turn, once again, you're allowed to just go up, and if it's an undercover police officer who's waiting for people to solicit her, all you have to do is go, hey, how you doing, honey? How much for a blowjob? Oh, well, we're going to make a movie, so it's not prostitution. See my phone here? We're going to make a movie that we're going to put in Mike South's Georgia cum suckers. Yep. You can't arrest me. I'm making a movie. I'm not soliciting. See this? This is my movie. See? That's how we're going to make a movie. It's not solicitation. Really, guys? You all want to bet this fucking theory? And in turn, you guys are going to roll with that and be like, Mike's right. Mike's right. I mean, are you guys out of your fucking minds? So that's the gimmick, to fucking run around and see in the laws of the states where it specifically says, oh, you can't, you can't, I don't know, fucking pee in water fountains. Well, if it doesn't say it, we can pee in a water fountain. I mean, are you people that fucking ignorant? Seriously, are you people that fucking ignorant? Seriously, you people must be that fucking ignorant. Again, we're going to break down more of this tomorrow because the beautiful Katie Summers is ready for the news. But you people literally must be just beyond ignorant. And then the guy brings up all sorts of people. Axel Braun, he's not in the past system. When did Axel Braun become a fucking performer? How is Axel Braun not being in the past database for testing? When did that become some type of smoking gun that benefits Mike South? I'm confused on that. Axel Braun's not a performer. Mike South and all of his little three supporters, can you guys explain that to me? How is it that Mike South and his Bukkake boys and everything he gets busted for, how does that pertain to, aha, Axel Braun has never been tested? When the fuck is Axel Braun doing up and overs? When have we seen Axel Braun looking directly into a camera with long, stringy, ugly hair going, yeah. When have we seen that? Seriously, can anybody explain this to me? Or is this, again, over my head and I'm not fucking intelligent enough? Seriously, can you please explain this to me? Can anybody explain this to me? How has Axel Braun how is it that Axel Braun not performing or not being in the pass testing system, how the fuck is that some type of smoking gun? If Axel Braun was a performer, if Axel Braun did a fucking Axel Braun blowjob fantasies, I'm with you. I'm down for it. But Axel Braun's not. So where does Axel Braun, Mike South, can you explain this to me? And the supporters of the retard Mike South army, Lacey Blake, Lurking Reader, can you Jilted or Tim Tritch, can you explain this? Again, where does the Mike South and saying that Axel Braun is not in the testing system, how does that factor in to anything we're talking about? Last time I checked, Axel Braun was not a performer. Now, what's Mike South going to say? Well, he fucks porn girls. Okay, A, you don't know that, but B, if he did, well, how do you know he doesn't wear a rubber? I'm just so perplexed. I'm just so fucking perplexed. How does any of this have to do with Mike South having 6 and 7 guys getting blown from girls and they don't have a fucking full battery of tests, and neither does Mike South? And then he follows it up with Katie Summers, who hasn't worked. Tomorrow will be 11 months. Mike South, maybe you've been out of the loop for a while. Maybe you're fucking a little fucked up. Katie Summers hasn't done a scene for 11 months, you idiot. Again, how does this factor into your equation? Again, I'm lost, Mike South, and the Mike South loser supporters. Can you fucking inbred, half fucking witted retards help me out? Lacey Blake, can you help me out there, honey? Because I know you're listening. How is it that Axel Braun not testing in the pass system has any validity into the Mike South controversy? Can you tell me? Because the Mike South controversy is about Mike South. It's not about the testing system. What haven't you people understood about this? You fucking morons. This whole controversy is about Mike South. It's not about the testing system. Just like I saw Tim Tritch post on there. Maybe Mike South's point was the database isn't secure. No, that's not the point, Tim Tritch. Everybody is going after Mike South because he's not practicing what he's preaching. That's the gist of all of this controversy. So again, what does Axel Braun not being in the pass testing system have to do with Mike South and 6 and 7 guys that work for him not having a full battery of tests, and Mike South saying that he knows they don't have disease because fucking he looks at them? That's what we're talking about. How did we get on a fucking Axel Braun, who's not even a performer? I'm lost, Mike South and your fucking supporters. When you guys could come up with an answer for that, we'll fucking stop. But until then, every day I'm gonna fucking keep writing you fucks. There ain't nothing else going on in porn, so we'll talk about slaves, and we'll talk about comedy, and we'll do news. But every day we're gonna talk about Mike South and his message board of 3 retards that are completely fucking morons and are gonna sit there and try to get the conversation off what it's supposed to be on. Mike South preaching something that he's not practicing. And in turn going, Axel Braun's not in the pass system. I didn't know Axel Braun was a bukkake boy. Mike South and Lacey Blake. So when you guys come up with an answer for that, I'll stop harping on you. Until then, every day we're going to talk about you 2 fucking idiots. That's what we're going to do. Lacey Blake, the fucking moron. okay? An ignorant fucking housewife jerk off. That's what you are. And if you have kids, Lacey Blake, I feel bad for them because they're equally as fucking retarded as you are. Okay? Jerk off. Fucking, in the case of Katie Summers, she's going home to Rob Black, who isn't tested. Asshole, Katie Summers isn't tested either. She hasn't worked in 11 months, you asshole. The fucking Katie Summers isn't. Mike South, Lacey Blake, Lurking Reader, you fucking three people gotta be, and Tim Trich, gotta be the biggest fucking morons. Why don't you deal with the issue at hand instead of trying to create subterfuge? It's amazing to me, but you can't, because Mike South fucking buried you guys. Your fucking hero of the retards gave you no wiggle room, because there was absolutely not 1 ounce of wiggle room out there. Mike South is a fucking moron. The wiggle room is gone. He buried all of you. You have nothing to stand on. This whole debate of Mike South is not about testing system. It's about Mike South practicing what he preaches, and he's not. That's what it's about. It's about how the fuck can anybody listen to Mike South when everything he says are lies and bullshit. That's what it's about. Has nothing to do with the talent testing system. So take PASS and take Free Speech Coalition, ball it up, and shove it up your ass. It's never been about that, you fucking morons. You're not smart. You people aren't educated. Just the fact that you post under fake names on a fucking porn message board of Mike South makes you a fucking moron. Okay? The fact that you people are supposed to be in our business and you're supposed to be highly educated and you're supposed to be important players, but yet you won't use your real names and who you really are. Instead, you use fake names, which means who you are in the business is a jerk off, a fucking loser. That's who you are. So again, when you want to discuss the real issue, I'm more than happy to hear about it. But if you're just going to get around and do subterfuge all day, I'm going to fucking bury you guys. You're fucking worthless, weak bitches. And Tim Trich, you motherfucker are a dangerous motherfucker. You are the angel of death. Gonna have to fucking get pictures of you and post them everywhere to make sure people stay way clear of you, you fucking. You are an abortion doctor murderer waiting to fucking strike, motherfucker. It's the Rob Black Show. We'll be back in exactly 2 minutes so I can go pee-pee, okay? I gotta go pee-pee. I gotta go pee-pee. And then Katie Summers is jumping in. Okay? I gotta pee-pee. So Katie, we'll be right back and then you're on, okay? Okay? All right. So let me go pee-pee. And I'll be right back. So hold on. Let me pee-pee. I got a pee-pee. So hold on. Here it is. Ball shot and cunt chops. Katie Summers. Jesus Christ, I'm so fucking complicated. Rob Black here, you fuckers, you screwheads. Plug the phone in. We're at 7%. Thank you, James. Rob Black here. It's 8:04. I'll tell you, it's a fucking kisser, man. It's like a fucking kisser now. When we're setting up these, when we're setting up the goddamn fucking feeds, I gotta push this fucking YouTube feed. I gotta do the MyRobBlackShow.com. It's like a fucking, so just a big pain right in the sack, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Rob Black Show. I am your host, Rob Black. Sometimes people call me the reincarnated Johnny Carson. I like to just go by the name Black. That's what I like to just Black. I'm just Black, all right? I am welcoming you all. For those that are new to the program,
All right, we're back.
this is the most entertaining.
See, you didn't even get it. You didn't even get a fucking long chance. I had talked to the beautiful girl in the world, Katie Summers. This little sex fiend. She's really not a sex fiend. She wants my meat, though. She does. She wants my meat. She'll tell me that. She'll go, I want that. She'll say, let me just have it right now. And I'll be like, now? She'll go, yeah, let me just sit here on the couch with you and just put it in my mouth. And I go, and then what? She's like, I just sit here with it in my mouth and I'll just suck on it. And I go, but then it's gonna get hard, and then I gotta stick it in you, and I wanna do that, but it's the process to get from A to B that I'm just too tired to do. And she goes, well, that's why I'll just lay here and I'll just suck on it. And I go, but then it's going to get hard. And then I'm going to have to go from A to B. And I just want to watch this episode of Jon Stewart. That's all I want to do right now. And she goes, okay. But I wind up doing it anyways, and I have to give her the old stumming. That's what I do. Because I figure if I don't do that, she'll find some other young guy that will give it to her in her cunt. What manager's gonna take me talking like this? Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Katie Summers is peeing right now. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so Katie Summers is peeing, everybody. Oh, you're wiping right now. Wow. Oh. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Katie Summers. She just got done peeing. She just got done wiping. She's now ready for the world to listen to new news with Katie Summers. Take it away, Katie Summers. We are here for you. How's that, my love? Anything for you, Katie Summers.
So what the fuck does that mean? Oh, that's fucking funny. Were they, and they weren't LAPD? Oh, wow. All right, so I take it that's getting a lot of traction in the media world of a bunch of retard cops. No, people in Arizona are not the brightest, and police in general. And I've had this conversation earlier today, and I don't want to go into it again. But in general, police are just not the brightest. And we talked about a bunch of LA sheriffs that were just found out to be members of a fucking gang, and they're part of the sheriffs. And I've told you about police officers, or actually people that worked in porn, who are now LAPD officers, and I find that incredibly bizarre. So, hey, at the end of the day, back when we used to think you used to have really good background checks, and you had to have a good education, and you had to go through all this stuff to be a police officer, you don't. You really don't. Any fucking moron could be a cop. And we've often talked about how out of shape and how slovenly they are. And apparently there is no standard of being anybody in law enforcement, because Arizona proves you could be just fucking stupid and fucking basically be doing sting operations with wrong numbers and wrong fucking information. So God bless as that police show Cops would say, the good people of law enforcement. Yeah, the fucking retards of law enforcement. So there you go, Katie Summers. Give it to me! Okay, I'm okay, and okay, that's a good story. I thought there would be something that said he did it to a woman on the 6th time and she took out a fucking knife and cut his dick off. But you're just basically reporting on something that I think tons of guys do on a regular basis. They just don't get busted for it, which is walking up to random girls, taking out their cock, going, "Look at my dick, baby!" So what you're saying is you're somebody that you feel would be predisposed to having dicks shooken at your face randomly throughout the day if you were on your way to Starbucks, or you were at Big Lots, or you were getting lottery tickets for your grandmother at 7-Eleven. You are thinking that if guys are doing this a lot, you would be a prime suspect or a subject to have one of these guys walk up and say, "Excuse me, man, what do you have there?" And you go, "Oh, I got my lottery tickets." And he goes, "What do you think of that?" And he pulls out his fucking dick and shakes it at you. And you're like, "Oh my God, it's a penis." Oh, that's what you're thinking. All right. Okay, so basically, what Katie Summers is talking about right now, ladies and gentlemen, is being a prime candidate for almost sexual assault. I've never heard a girl saying, "Hey man, I would be a good candidate for a guy whipping on his dick and shaking it around at me," and then getting mad at the person for not nominating her for that. So my question, Katie Summers, would you like to be nominated for a good candidate to be raped by 7 black guys, as Mel Gibson would, as Mel Gibson, and why I say that is because Mel Gibson, when he got mad at his ex-wife, he told her in a voice message, he said, "I hope you go out and get raped by a bunch of niggers." That's exactly what he said. That's not my words, ladies and gentlemen. Those are Mel Gibson's words. All right? He said, I hope you go out and get gang raped by a bunch of niggers. Not N-words. We're all adults here. But the word was niggers. So, Katie Summers, would you rather have me say, "I wish you would go and get gang"? You're a prime candidate to get gang raped by 7 niggers, 2 Armenians, and 1 Iranian? So what you're saying is I took it to a racist level of, all right, fair point, my bad. Continue with the news. Give me something else. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Katie Summers wants to go to Las Vegas, not to be sitting there front row watching Britney Spears. She wants to go there so she can ride the world's tallest Ferris wheel. And I don't know why that's exciting. I always thought Ferris wheels were incredibly boring. You just sit on it, and then it takes you all the way up. and all the way down, and all the way up, and all the way down. To me, that's boring, unless it's spinning, rotating, and you have a risk of falling out of the fucking thing and dying. Other than that, it seems kind of lame. But, Katie Summers, if that's what you want to do, God damn it, I'm going to make it happen. I am going to take you to Vegas to ride the Ferris wheel. I would like, ladies and gentlemen, that one clip, not just that one snippet, to be a commercial. For, Las Vegas, how they go, they have those commercials. It's like, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And it's all that. I just want them to do this commercial where we just use that clip where they're like advertising for that Ferris wheel, and also it just goes to Katie. She's like, I want to go on this Ferris wheel, and it's like the biggest Ferris wheel in the world, and you go in it like a drone, and it's got all these LED lights, and it lights up, and you fucking see the whole fucking world. And I fucking want to go, because I've been to the one at the Playboy Mansion, and it was dark, and now I want to fucking go. Yeah. And then it just, what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. Fuck yeah. That's what I want to see, that commercial. Fucking, and she's just like slow motion, spiking just something, man. Like she's got like one of the big alien drinks that you can get at one of the bars, and she's like sucking on it, and she's like, and that's what she's like, I want it! And she gets done, she just goes in slow motion, and just spikes it like that. And she's like, fucking, yeah! And that's how it cuts. Be fucking huge. How much is this fucking ride? That's gonna be the that's the determining factor. Oh, that's not. That's very, very exciting. I'm sorry. I logged this off on it. Hold on, I'm back on. I got this back on. All right, we're back on. My bad. Okay, my bad. When I was jumping around, I kicked the fucking cord out. I'm sorry. How much? For what? For what Ferris wheel? Well, Crippled Dan. Let me explain to you what Crippled Dan just told me. Let me give you an information on this, and then leave it to Crippled Dan to fucking to. It's not that bad. Just listen. It says each car holds like 40 people. Okay, and it has a. Are you gonna fucking hum every time I say something? All right, let me start again. So people who get a delay aren't going to be upset now. Each car holds like 40 people. It has a bar in it. It's 30 minutes to go completely around. Hooker hand jobs too. $. It's located at the Quad. That place is for poor people, drug addicts, and hookers. At least that is what I've seen there. There you go. Now, I think him talking about the $20 hand job from hookers, he's trying to be a smart ass. So just take the car holds 40 people, has a bar in it, and it's 30 minutes to go around. Well, yeah, I mean, if there's other people in the car, unless it's all girls, and each one of them want to take a fucking lollipop. Yeah. Well, I wonder if cripples can go in it. I wonder if they don't let cripples in. That's why Crippled Dan is kind of down on the fucking process. I love it. It's not like he has to do a lot. Well, I wouldn't let him in the wheelchair. I would make him crawl on his fucking knuckles, like that movie Shallow Hal, and their friend that walks on his knuckles, and he's got all the pussy. All the chicks love him. That's how I imagine Crippled Dan without the wheelchair, just walking on his fucking knuckles. And he's like, "Hey guys," just walking on his fucking knuckles. You know what I'm doing right now? I'm flexing my tits in the camera. I'm fucking. Yeah, don't do that. That's not attractive. I'm more attractive when I'm flexing my tits. I know. You're not supposed to flex your tits. That means they're fake fucking bags of gel. We want that to be all natural, beautiful lumps of skin that eventually will cancer. We want them to be luscious and eventually full with cancer, so they have to get them lopped off. Listen, let me tell you something. If you get tit cancer and you gotta have your tits cut off, where all you have is nothing but a boy chest with a little nipple, we have to get you new ones. And if they say they can't put new ones in, we're gonna have big fucking problems. That's good. You'll be in there. You'll be on your back, and that fucking crazy Venezuelan doctor will be like, I'm going to put 78 syringes in each chest. I put 78 silicone syringes in each chest. Doc, is that healthy? It doesn't matter. She was cancer. They cut the tits off. She's going to die anyway. Fuck her. She'll at least die with lumps of silicone and look like a tit. Got it, Doc. Fill them up. Fill them up. And after he gets done, he's like, okay, that would be $275. And she can't basically walk around for about a month. So she must lay on her back for a month. Doc, for like a week? No, a month. She lay on her back for a month. Why do I sound like I don't even know. It doesn't sound Spanish. He sounds like Father Guido Sarducci, this Italian comedian who used to dress like a priest. And he would talk like this. I sound Italian. I say, come here and let me put the silicone breast implants inside your cancer-ridden body. Thank you. I could do more voices. I could do, let's take a selfie. I could do that. I could do a black video. I was wondering if anybody would like some chicken that I could have. I could do that. I could do the gay voice. I could say, hello, let's suck some dead. I could do that voice. I could do like a Mexican, like, oh, si, senor. Do you want some oranges, or do you want my little girl to give you some chiclet gum? I can do that. What else can I do? I can do a Nazi. I will kill you. I can do that. I can do a Jew. What are you talking about? You took the last 20 cents from my pocket. Ugh. I can do that. That's really all my voices. I can do they're not all real good, but and I can do a retard. Hey, I wonder if I can put the cucumber in my butthole. I can do that one. I don't know if they're all that good, but you know. Let me hear the Jew voice. Katie Summers. That is wow. That is a excellent, excellent Jewish woman. You can't get any better than that. I gotta tell you, shalom, shalom. I like it. You're good. I got a funny. Let me play this for you. Jack Smack sent this to me. You got to hear this. This is the Mel Gibson phone call. Okay, this is the Mel Gibson phone call, and I want you to hear this. So see if you can hear this. Ready? So listen. Here we go.
Tell me the message or something, right? Is that it?
It has nothing to do with it.
Oh, it had nothing to do with what? The fact that you had foreign bodies in there?
Correct.
Correct, okay, good. So you're not lying to me about fake kids.
I've never had it.
Yes, you just did. You said they weren't. You fucking lied to me. You weren't.
I didn't. I never said anything of a kind. You never asked me, I never told you. Or maybe you asked me, but I never lied about this.
I'm a liar, who cares? So, they look ridiculous. You know? It is, they look stupid. I'm just telling you, just an appraisal deeper if you want. Look stupid. See if I give a fuck. You know, but they're too big and they look stupid. They look like some Vegas bitch. They look like a Vegas whore. And you go around stashing around in your tight clothes and stuff. I won't stand for that anymore.
I don't walk around. I don't walk.
To be that.
I don't walk around in tight clothes. I stay at home for most of the time.
Public and it's a fucking embarrassment to me. You look like a fucking bitch on heat. And if you get raped by a pack of niggers, it'll be your fault. Alright? Because you provoked it. You are provocatively dressed all the time with your fake boobs you feel you have to show off. Tight outfits and tight pants so that you see your pussy revealing. And that green thing today was enough. That's provocative. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm just telling you the truth. I don't like it. I don't want that woman. I don't want you. I don't believe you anymore. I don't trust you. I don't love you. I don't want you. Okay?
Okay.
Stay in the fucking house. I'm not giving it to you, but I'll let you stay there. Okay? And I will take care of my child. I don't want you anymore.
There you go.
The message or something.
Did you like that?
Hey,
Hey, listen one more time.
Fucking embarrassment to me. You look like a fucking bitch on heat. And if you get raped by a pack of niggers, it'll be your fault. Alright?
If you get raped by a pack of niggers, it will be your fault. There you go, Katie Summers. You think in your history of relationships and fights that you've ever had, even every so when me and you've had a tizzy, you haven't heard anything until ex-boyfriends or me, somebody says, I hope you get raped by a pack of niggers. I'm just saying, that's got to be some of the most wildest, craziest shit. I bet. Now Jack Smack is just sending me voicemail after voicemail after voicemail. I got 4 Mel Gibson voice calls. But Jack, we're gonna have to I can't play every one of these, man. We gotta get back to news. But I'm gonna fucking I'm going to get that put into my sound hopper, and we'll have to be playing those along with our Louis Farrakhan's. And Katie, Alexandra sent me a YouTube video called "The Jews Who Control Hollywood Started All of This." I'm not necessarily upset, but it's time to take accountability. And then she says, Katie can do one hell of a Jewish princess voice. Very interesting, with a smiley face. All right. Yeah, give me something. Hmm. So in July, we'll be able to actually get one of these new fucking fangled optical. I seen somebody on a news channel like looking at shit through it, and they said it's like awesome. I'll give you that. I'll give you a big probably to that. You're right. I'm not, believe it or not, I was never into any of that stuff so much either. I like certain video games, meaning Madden football. I like football and I like playing baseball. on the computer. If they had a virtual simulation that's kind of like that, where you're actually in the game and you're running and you're doing shit like that, I'd probably be down. But anything other than that, you know, killing games or you're shooting people, never been into that because I'm not shooting motherfuckers or pretending I'm shooting people. So I'd rather be sitting here throwing the football around like a big, like a Michael Sam. I know. Well, life goes on. Lo da dee, lo da da, da da da, la da 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 da. Life goes on. That's the song. I know you're thinking of Beatles. I'm thinking of the retard from Life Goes On ABC show. All right, Katie Summers, it's 10:30. You got anything else, or are we good for tonight, baby? Jerry Bruckheimer. Whatever. All right, so we got Top Gun 2 coming out that will be starring Tom Cruise with Stone, and it's directed by Jerry Bruckheimer. All right, Katie Summers, that is the news that we can use tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Katie Summers, tell us where you're going to be, tell us what you're going to be doing, and sign out for us, baby doll. I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. All right, goodbye, Katie Summers, you fucking lunatic. Bye-bye. All right, that's it for Katie Summers. She's out of her fucking mind. She's a complete fucking lunatic. And she is getting her wisdom teeth pulled out Saturday, which is a football game. And she still wants to go. And I don't know how this is going to happen when she's supposed to get her wisdom teeth pulled out at 1, which means literally, I don't know. I mean, literally, she's going to get her fucking teeth pulled out, and she'll be all hopped up and juiced up probably at 3 of the games 3 hours later. I got to imagine that sitting at that arena will be a miserable experience because she'll start bitching and moaning that she's in pain. That's what I'm thinking. She's going to be hopped up on Vicodins, codeines, and every other drug known to man as they rip out her fucking wizzy. Well, that's another time. But I'll tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, we will be there with this phone to document it. Because if I get her so fucking loaded, not me get her loaded, but if I get her on film loaded, like the kid who got his teeth pulled out, and she's like, and she pisses herself and shats herself, and then picks her shit out and starts rubbing it on her face, and she's like, shit girl, and starts going, I'm going to document that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rob Black Show, and we'll be back here tomorrow at noon, where we'll be discussing more of Mike South and his band of lunatic retards that, again, are trying to defend everything that Mike South has done and what we are questioning. But, of course, they're trying to spin because they think they've watched a couple political shows and they think they're highly educated. But they're not. They post anonymously on a hillbilly's message board because they're fucking stupid, okay? And as much as you fucking morons want to try to spin out of the Mike South word, which was, one of my crew members really does work for OSHA and has all his certifications. Again, who's the person? What's their inspection numbers? All of Mike South's sites and sets are inspected by OSHA because porn's legal in Georgia. So keep it up, guys. Hey, retard Lacey Blake, you fucking moron. And again, I know who you are, fuckstick. All of you idiots, keep it up. Keep trying to spin out of this for fuckhead Mike South. The more you try to spin out of it for him, the more you look fucking ignorant and stupid. And we're going to do this every single day. The message board and that website of Mike South is a piece of shit. All they do and all you do is promote lies and bullshit. That's it. So keep trying to spin. And the more you spin, the more you look fucking ignorant. You anonymous posters, you fucking losers. Get a fucking life, you fucking loser, loser, loser. It's the Rob Black Show. And we'll be back tomorrow at noon, once again, picking apart the biggest loser named Mike South and all of his loser scabs, all three of them that play with his little dick on the fucking website. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember, we practice intolerance, we practice hate, and it's all pointed at you, Mike South. At you, Mike South. Take it away, my friends.